Hi to all. Today I am going to discuss with you equations of motion by graphical method. Before deriving these equations, we need to recall once 3 points. Number 1. These equations of motion you can apply when the object is moving with a uniform acceleration. This is the necessary condition. When an object is moving with a uniform acceleration, then only you can apply these, or then only you can use these equations of motion. And next, second point. Already we discussed these points, just to recall once. The slope of velocity time graph. The slope of velocity time graph gives us acceleration. The slope of velocity time graph gives us acceleration. Slope means the change in y component by the change in x component. So the slope of velocity time gives us acceleration. And the third point, the area under the velocity time graph gives position or distance. The area under the velocity time graph gives us displacement or distance. These are the 3 points we need to remember before deriving these equations. We have 3 equations of motion. First one, v equal to u plus at. This is called velocity time equation. And second one, s equals to ut plus half at square. This is called position time equation. And the third one is v square minus u square equals to 2as. This is called a position velocity equation. These 3 equations we are going to derive. For this, assume a situation like this. An object is moving with the initial velocity u. An object moving with the initial velocity u, and it attains or increases its velocity to the v within the time of t seconds, within the time duration of t seconds with the uniform acceleration of a. So one situation I am taking, an object is initially moving with the initial velocity u. Within the time duration of t seconds, its velocity increases to the final velocity v with the acceleration, uniform acceleration of a. This situation we need to represent on a graph. So see how to represent this on a graph. So I am taking x-axis and y-axis. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. As we know, on the x-axis we need to take the independent quantity, that is time, and y-axis is velocity. So initially object is moving with the initial velocity u and its final velocity is v and acceleration n time t. So just with one example we will habituate how to represent this on a graphical. I will give one numerical example, then we will apply this as it is in terms of variables u, v, a and t. So before that, just a practice with the numericals. I am taking for time being initial velocity I am taking as a 10 meter per second, and it attains the final velocity as a 40 meter per second within the time duration of some 5 seconds. So this information how you will represent on a graph paper. If you habituate this, then you can represent this also. Let's see once here initial velocity is at 10 meter per second. So object is initially here. When the time is initial, that means 0. When the time is 5 seconds, its velocity increases to 40 meter per second. That means within the time of t seconds, the object reached its velocity to 40 meter per second. So this is 40 meter per second. So if you join this, so the graph you are getting like this. That is the meaning of object is having already some initial velocity. Within the time duration of 5 seconds, it is increased to this. So this is representing 10 meter per second as the initial velocity u, and this height is representing, that means this height is representing here, that is a v actually, final velocity, and the time taken, this is the time taken. You just observe the numerical example. Now how to represent this variable on a graph, let us see. Initially object is moving with the velocity u. So initially, well, this is the horizon 0 0. Initially object is having some velocity I am taking as u. In the time of t seconds, with the time of t seconds, with the time of t seconds for example, with the time of t seconds, its velocity increases to the final velocity v. So I am taking with the time of t seconds, it increases to the final velocity v I am taking. So this is a final velocity. If I join these 2 points, I will get a straight line. I am getting a straight line. So this graph represents a motion of a object here. So here this height, this is the initial velocity, this height is initial velocity, and this total height is the final velocity. So I am taking this parallel line, I am drawing a parallel line perpendicular to time. This is the final velocity, it represents final velocity. I am giving the names to this. This is O, origin O, I am taking as origin O, and this is point A, and this is B, and this is C, point C. And parallel to that OC, just I am drawing one line. This is D. Now, on the graph paper, initial velocity is nothing but OA. Am I right? This is initial velocity. So, OA length represents initial velocity. And what is final velocity? V is the final velocity, which I represent in terms of BC here. So, the length of the BC represents final velocity. So, initial velocity U is nothing, I represented U like OA, and the final velocity I represented on the graph in terms of final velocity is nothing but BC, and the time taken to this is equals to OC. So this is the primary information you need to note before deriving any equation. It may be velocity time or position time and velocity position equation, whatever it may be. This is the primary information you need to have a look once. Initial velocity, the height of OA gives the initial velocity u, and the height of BC gives us the final velocity, and the time taken to this is OC. Okay. First equation of motion. First equation of motion generally we will call as velocity time equation. Velocity time equation. Here you can see that V equals to U plus AT. To derive the first equation of motion, only one point you need to remember in your mind, that is acceleration. So what is acceleration means? Acceleration means change in velocity by time taken. Change in velocity by time taken. This acceleration information you need to represent by the graphical method. You see once what is change in velocity here? Have a look once on the graph. What is change in velocity? O to A distance. This is the initial velocity. This is initial velocity. And B to C distance. This is the final velocity. This is final velocity. Now change in velocity means what? Change in velocity means obviously final velocity minus initial velocity. That means this distance gives us the change in velocity. Here change in velocity is nothing but BD. Okay, what is the time taken here? Time taken is O to C distance. So represent this information here. So acceleration A is equals to change in velocity means this is the final velocity minus initial velocity, that is called the change in velocity, that is BD. BD by time taken. Time taken means how much? O to C. Now BD you can write like this. BD is the length of BD. You can write like BC minus OA. BC minus OA by OC. Already we know that what is BC means. BC means final velocity. That means V. What is OA? OA means initial velocity U. And what is OC? OC means time taken. So the acceleration is equals to v minus u by t. If you rearrange this, then at is equals to v minus u, or v is equals to u plus at. So this is called v equals to u plus at. This is called the position time equation. So to derive this, just you need to remember only one point in your mind, that is acceleration formula. So from this, change in velocity you need to represent on a graphical way. So how the change in velocity can represent the graph, that is BD by OC. BD is nothing but, you know, that BC minus OA, which is equal to V minus U, and OC nothing but time. So like this you can derive velocity time equation. Second equation of motion is called as a position time relation. Position time relation, that is S equal to ut plus half at square. S equals to ut plus half at square. Here u is initial velocity, t is the time taken, and a is a uniform acceleration. Okay, good. And we discussed it already. To get position from velocity time graph, you need to find the area under the graph. So what is graph here? Here, this is AB is the graph. Here, A to B is the graph. And area under the graph means you will get this. This is the area under the graph. Can you tell me what is the shape of this? What is the shape of the graph under, what is the shape of this under the graph of AB? Isn't it a trapezium? Yes, it's a trapezium. So area under the graph of AB is a trapezium. Trapezium, what is that name? OABC. OABC. So we need to find area of trapezium. What is the area of trapezium formula? Can you remember? That is half into A plus B into H. What is A here? What is B here? A and B are two parallel sides of a trapezium. So here, this is one parallel side and this is another parallel side. So you can take that this is A and this is B. And what is H here? The perpendicular distance between these two. What is perpendicular distance? Then this will become OC will become perpendicular distance. So here I am writing A is nothing but one of the parallel side, that is OA, which is nothing but U. And what is B here? Another parallel side, that is BC, which is nothing but B. What is H? H is here, perpendicular distance, that is OC, which is nothing but time. So I would like to represent this information. Then we will discuss it. Position means here distance. S is equals to half into A means OA plus another parallel side BC into vertical distance between those two is OC. Then you can write S is equals to half into OA means U plus BC means V, OC means time. Is it okay? Good. Now, this final velocity from equation 1, V equals to U plus AT. I am going to replace this final velocity with U plus AT. Then it will become S is equals to half into U plus, in place of V I am going to substitute this U plus AT. It will become U plus AT into T. Then S is equals to half, this is how much? U plus U into T, 2U into T plus AT into T, AT square. Then you can write S is equals to half will be cancelled here, UT plus half AT square. So this is the second equation of motion. S equals to ut plus half at square. Third equation of motion, that is a position velocity equation. So it gives the relation between position S and the velocity V with the uniform acceleration anyhow common, that is. This is also very similar to the second equation of motion. Here also position is asking. Whenever position they are asking, you need to remember that you need to find area under the graph. So you see once position velocity means V square minus U square equals to 2AS. And they are asking to find the position velocity relation. As it is the position, that the meaning of you need to find the area under the graph of AB. Area under the graph of AB. Obviously, the shape under the AB is a trapezium, and the area of trapezium, you know that half into A plus B into H. A and B are the two parallel sides, and H is the vertical distance, those two. That's why A is one of the parallel side, OA, which is equal to initial velocity. OB is another parallel side, which is BC, that is equals to V. And the perpendicular distance between those two, H, which is OC, that is equals to T. I substituted that A equals to OA, V is nothing but BC, and H equals to OC. And OA is nothing but initial velocity, BC means final velocity, and OC is time. Here, up to here, second equation and third equation are same. Now, from equation 1, you know that V equals to U plus AD. You can also write this as a T equals to, from this T equals, you can write as V minus U by A. Yes or no? Can I write like this or not? Yes. Now I am going to substitute this T equals to V minus U by A in place of time. Then it will become S is equals to half into, this is a U plus V. In place of T, now I am going to substitute, that is V minus U by A. Have a look once. Can I rewrite like this? S is equals to 1 by 2A. For my convenience purpose, I am going to write this. This is like V plus U. Can I write like this or not? Either it may be U plus V or V plus U. No problem. You can write. Into, this is what? V minus U. Isn't it like any formula like A plus B into A minus B? Yes, it's formula like A plus B into A minus B. Then what is the formula for it? A plus B into A minus B equals to A square minus B square. And here you can write V plus U into V minus U. You can write as a V square minus U square. So S is equals to 1 by 2A. This is a V square minus U square. If you rearranging this, then you will get V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. So this V square minus U square is called position velocity equation. There is no time factor here. So this is the third equation of motion.